Hello again, people. Yes, time to do a pickups video. Yeah, again, I've put something on in the background which doesn't really display much, and it doesn't do much other than mess my camera up, so it'll start getting dark light, dark light. There, I could turn it off, but it's good to have something in the background. If you wonder what it is actually Super Hydora. I think that's how you pronounce it on the PS4. It's a shmup, but it doesn't actually show any gameplay. It just shows this, then a leaderboard. So it's thrilling, but it's in the background, so meh. It's going to prove me wrong now and play something. I know it is. See? Dark. Told you to go dark. Anyway, let's just crack on. There's going to be some people I need to mention in this. There's a bit of everything. A bit of CEX, a bit of YouTube, what other YouTubers sent me. Just random charity finds. A bit of everything. Bit of absolutely everything. So, up first is I found this second-hand shop which says they get a lot of games in. Sadly, they didn't have anything I needed at the time, but there's these manuals that they sorted me out with. To be honest, I don't even know if I even have this anymore. I might have sold this, but we got a golf, the manual for golf on the Game Boy. Why? I don't know. And a manual for the Game Boy rechargeable battery pack. So, just random tat. Always got to start with a random tat, and you. I also don't have beer. I have an isotonic sports drink. So it's cherry. It's very, very tangy. Okay, up first we got a little gift from the most generous guy on YouTube. Everyone should know who that is by now. It's Gordon over at Give84. Literally, the man doesn't take anything for anything. So he put a thing up saying some games that he's got. Does anyone want any of them? Only one I wanted. I said, but give it to somebody else if they want it first. I've had a lot of stuff off you, but no, he sent it my way, which was Time Crisis 4 on the PS3. So yeah, I guess it has to be played with the Move controllers, which is alright. Got Move controllers, but yeah, it's one in the series I've never played. I think I've played pretty much all the Time Crisis games apart from this one. So yeah, that'd be good fun. Be looking forward to that. Don't really crack out the PS3 all that much. It is in the setup behind me, but I don't know why. I mainly play PS4, and I keep looking at not the camera, looking at the bloody screen because I want to see how dark it is. But never mind. We'll keep going. We'll start with the charity stuff now. I don't think there's a great deal of charity stuff, but this is one I picked up. I've seen this in the charity shop so many times, and I thought I had it. Turns out I had it on the original Xbox, I think I've got it on, but didn't have it on the PlayStation 2. I think this was more expensive than it is in CEX. I think I paid £2 for it, but it's in really nice shape. It's off-road. It's like Ford and Land Rover off-road? I don't know. It's got really dingy text on the side. It's really small. Bit weird. But yeah, little racer. To be honest, on the back the graphics look quite nice on it. I don't know if you can see it. I haven't played it on the Xbox or there yet, so yeah, play it one day. This one was a bit of a bizarre one. Wasn't expecting to find this in a charity. We got a GameCube game. Nothing expensive. The side is faded to hell, but for the sum of £1, it's The Incredibles. So yeah, as you can see, it's not the right colour on the side. But yeah, it was complete. The manual was pretty beat up and wrinkly, but the disc is actually really nice. So yeah, I wasn't going to leave it. Don't worry, there are some good titles in here, honest. This I need to explain this one. Big Game Owl was randomly talking about games, like singing games, and he knows I like rhythm games, and he said, oh, can you do this singing game? I said, if I find it cheap, I'll pick it up and do it. But it was the first one, and randomly in a charity shop for £3, I came across, now that's what I call Sing 2. So yeah, I am going to try do the singing games, but this will come up again in a second. I can barely talk, let alone sing, so we'll see what happens. I can hum though. These are two 3DS games. These were charity finds. They were both £15 each. Yeah, it's on the back still. that is pretty much right on the money for this, unless it's shut up now since the 3DS store is shut down. But it's Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. But yeah, they're in nice shape. That one's still got. I haven't taken the sticker off that one yet, so it's still got 15 on the back of it. So I haven't played many of the Professor Layton games. I've got all of the ones on the DS, and I think the only one I've properly played any way into is it Curious Village or something it's called? I don't know. It was quite fun. I don't know why I stopped playing. There goes darkness again. Oh. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's not even the tune, is it? I don't know. Right. Let's continue on. This one was worth the £15 though. CEX sell this for 30, I think, unless it's gone up again. It is Tomodachi Life. It's like a little life sim game, isn't it? With mini games and stuff. I don't know. All I know is people got addicted to it when it came out. So I thought 15 quid, I'll give it a shot. That's still got the sticker on it as well. It's because these stickers are a bastard to get off. That's why I never remove them. Until I get some more label remover. I can't remember how much this was. PS1 game. Charity find. I think it was about £4, I think. Can't remember. It's 2 games I've already got, but it was those 2-in-1 packs, so I thought I'd better pick it up. You don't see them that often, but it's only Rayman 1 and 2. But it's complete, in good shape, so... Actually, I don't think it's complete. It might be missing it. It's missing the manuals. But it does have both discs. So, yeah, not complete. But £4. That's not bad. Okay, these next few bits, I took a trip to Street because the girlfriend wanted to go around, was it Clark's Village or whatever it's called. But when we're there, there's a CEX and a game shop. So I'll show you what I got. This, another 3DS title. I'm pretty sure it's just a hidden object game, but I kind of liked the artwork on it. It had a bit of a spooky vibe, so it's not going to be a spooky game, it's going to be a hidden object game. But I think it was £4 or £5. I just thought it looked a bit different. It was Mystery Case Files Dire Grove. So, no idea. I don't know, is that complete? I don't know. I'm not a big 3DS collector, but I thought it had a spooky vibe. If I ever go for anything that's considered like a horror subset of the 3DS, that looks like it might be one I should have to grab. I don't know. Whenever it goes completely white, innit? That's when it goes really, really hard to see. So it's going to put people off, but who cares? It's not like I expect people to watch this. Up in Street, the game shop was called Insane Games. That's where I went to. And they're the game I've been after for a while. I remember playing it. I think I played it on the PC years ago, but I don't remember much about it other than the characters looking really weird. But it's a Little Big Adventure. This was up at marked up at £9 because it's missing the manual. No, my luck, it's probably a game that requires the manual because it'll have something in it, but I could track one down, I guess. So yeah, I've tried to grab this a few times and I've always seen it go for like 20 to 30 quid, so I thought £9 with no manual was worth it. So yeah, I'm not too fussed when it comes to manuals and stuff. I track them down in the end. Yes. Then there's this one. I'd already picked up Now What was it? Now That's What I Call Sing 2. But this was the one he challenged me to originally, was Now That's What I Call Sing, the original one. But I bought this from the CEX, thought, oh, it's a cheap game. It was like £3 or something. Something stupid, like 3 or 4 quid. So I didn't bother to check the disc, did I? So when I got it home, in it was another copy of Now That's What I Call Sing 2, rather than the first one. So I thought, I can't get back to a CEX anytime soon. It was bought in store, so that gives me like 2 days to return it. I don't have a chance to get there. Definitely not that one, or one near me. So I thought, oh, I've got to bite the bullet. I thought, I'll get hold of their customer service, see what they say. And they were super helpful and they sent out the other disc. So, and they didn't even ask for that one back. So I've now got a spare disc of that and the proper one for that. So yeah, if they make a mistake, they rectify it. They may not have been so keen to if it was an expensive game. You never know, but. Oh, it's going to be a proper rambly video, isn't it? It's another one bought from Insane Games. Turns out that buying the Switch version of this is way more expensive than buying the Xbox One or PS4 or 5 versions. And they are much better versions. This plays a bit like shit, to be honest with you, on the Switch. But it does seem like a cool game. I was streaming it, but I haven't finished it yet. Which is In Sound Mind. This was recommended to me by Geordie Slasher. It is just a first-person horror game, but it's not like overly creepy. It's a bit more, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of old school, kind of like if Silent Hill 2 was more budget and first-person, but nothing like it. I don't know. It's good. It is good. It's a bit bizarre. It's really bizarre. There's not much I can say about it. There is combat in it. It's not just walking simulator or anything, but I don't know. I just think my experience of this has been slightly tainted because I played this version and it has a lot of technical issues. So it looks like a PS2 game on the Switch. But yeah, I'd recommend it if you play a different version. Not that one, but that's the one you want to collect though, because it's holding value. I think it was 25 quid or something, so it's probably cheaper than that now. And the last thing from that trip was in the CEX there. I had some credit, so I just thought I'd buy some things, and I randomly bought Raystorm. Yeah, it's a little shmup. It's all completely like polygon graphics though, which for some reason makes it very difficult for me to play, because your enemies are on the bottom like plane, and as they come up towards you, it's not like they hit you as soon as you're there. They have to reach the same level as you, but that confuses me because I don't know if they've made it all the way up or not, and then I fly into them and die. If I get my head around that, it's not a hard shooter, to be honest with you, to beat, but I haven't done it yet. But I did stream it. I didn't get too angry at it, but it was good fun. I do like this. Okay, so now let's talk about some more YouTubers, shall we? I can't remember how long it is. It must be about a month ago. Not long after I put out the last pickups video, so it's got to be about a month. I had a message from Callum over at the Retro Ghetto saying that, well, he knows I collect Mega CD. He'd found some in the wild. Is there any I needed? If there was, he'd grab it for me, which is what he did. So the game he grabbed for me was, I'm going to drop it, Black Hole Assault. So yeah, it turned up all complete. It's in really good nick. So yeah, it's a terrible fighting game. Not much else to say about it. It has like really weird acting. I gave it a quick go. It wasn't the greatest, but it's, for the Mega CD, I need it in my collection. So thank you. But it doesn't end there. He sent me some other bits as well. I didn't know these bits were coming, so I got a random American copy of Yoshi's Island DS. I really do prefer these American style cases on the DS games, but yeah, it's just cool. Thank you. And a couple of random steelbooks. So I've got a steelbook for Resident Evil 5 on the PS3. And a steelbook of FIFA 16. I think this is the PS4 version, isn't it? It is the PS4 one. So yeah, that's just cool. Just random steelbooks. Can't go wrong. And there was one other thing. He picked up, I think he said it was from a Salvation Army. He picked up a big bundle of PS1 stuff, and there was one game in there that he was seeing if anyone wanted it. He asked me if I was interested in it, and I said yes, because it's the kind of thing I really like, which was Firebugs. It's a kind of roll cage style futuristic kind of racing game. I haven't actually tried it yet. That's all I know of it. But it's one of those types of ones that I've always kind of looked out for. Kind of thing I like. So, yeah. I really like this kind of era of racing game. I like all racing games, but... yeah, these kind of not quite polished but playable games, if that makes sense. Anything that's not AAA. I just don't buy much AAA stuff. Okay, let's have a swig. We'll say thank you to Callum again. Thank you. Really appreciate it. You don't have to look out for stuff for me, but yeah, if you find it, let me know. It's great. I will return the favour, but I can't find anything interesting for you yet. Up next is some stuff that I was sent by Rob, Granadino Plays. It's stuff he showed off on Swap Shop a very long time ago. Like, I can't remember how many months ago. And I couldn't remember what I'd asked for of him either. So when the box turned up, it was like Christmas. I didn't know what was in there. Up first, this looks like it's a very PS1 centric pickups actually. Okay, not that many. There is a PS1, a very nice PS1 game in there though. Yeah. So we got ODT. It stands for Or Die Trying. I don't know much about it, but it's one of those ones I always remember seeing in like magazines as a kid. I remember sitting, like, I didn't read much about it, I just saw the adverts for it, because I always remember that big ODT thing. It looks a bit like that Apocalypse game, but I don't know if it is. So I only got it yesterday, so I haven't given it a chance. So no idea. Let me know. Let me know what kind of game it is. But I didn't have it, so I wanted it. And if I start making weird noises today, I've really ruined my kneecap climbing around some cliffs. And every time I move, if I bend it, it's agony. So yeah, I'm in pain, not enjoying it. Okay, another PS1 game. It is another one I always saw advertised. It was Shaolin. I think it's a fighting game. I think. I've never played it. But it's one of those ones that, in my mind, I always confused with Wu-Tang Taste the Pain, for some reason. But yeah. Never played it, but I'm going to play it. These are all games I can add to things I can stream that no one would ever want to watch. I don't mean that as a pity on me kind of thing. It's just games that nobody would ever search for. Same as this one. I have no idea what this is. But the artwork on it reminds me of LAPD Future Cop. But it isn't. It looks like it's some kind of first-person thing. Oh, is it? It might be a racing-style chasing game? I don't know. It's Crime Killer. No idea what it is. Sounds interesting. It looks like you play some kind of cop chasing people. This video's full of information, isn't it? This next one's a game for the PS2 that's actually always quite highly recommended. Why can't I speak? I can't speak today. I need to stop looking at that stupid thing. Every time it goes dark, I'm like, what is it doing? Right, it's Monster House. For a licensed tie-in game, I think it's supposed to be pretty good. No idea what it plays like, but we'll give it a go. As you can tell, there's a lot here I just either don't know about or never played. But then we'll get to this one. This is one I have played. This is a game I beat a long time ago on the Xbox 360. I completed everything, all 1000G, and that was back when I sold off everything I'd finished, which was a stupid idea because I had some stuff that I've struggled to find again. But he ended up with 2 copies of this. This is one because it has no manual, and I think he said he couldn't send it back or something. I can't remember. So he sent it to me, which is Race Pro. Yeah, it's a very cheap looking sim racer. It's actually alright if you don't mind all the races looking a bit overcast. That's all I remember of it. But I remember it being quite fun, and I enjoyed it. So it's a very cheap game. I think it's like a £2 game in CEX, and I've just never picked it up again. So thanks to Rob, it's back in the collection. I will find a manual for it at some point. But cheers. And oh no, it's not the last 2 bits from Rob. It's 3 bits. This was one that I just thought looked really cool. It's got some. It's a steelbook. It's got some of the rusting and that on it, but it still just looks cool, and I wanted it for me some horror PS2 collection, which is the steelbook for Area 51. I just think it looks really cool with Big Alien on it. I don't think there's anything you can do about this kind of rusting on steelbooks, but any steelbook that comes near will go like it eventually. I live too close to the sea. But yeah, I just thought it was cool. Does it have anything special in it? I can't remember. No. For some reason I thought it had a DVD in it as well. Something here has a DVD in it as well. No idea what. Crime Killer might have a soundtrack or something in it. Hold on. Free music CD. 4-track Minuteman EP inside. So yeah. When I saw that, that was a bit bizarre. Okay. And finally, the last 2 bits from Rob. It was 2 Saturn games. So everyone knows what this is. Everyone's played it. It's Virtua Fighter 2, but this is in lovely condition. It is complete. I know if I open this up, the manual will fall out, so I won't open it. But yeah, it's just Virtua Fighter. To be honest, there's like so many ports of that on all different things, so I keep shaking every time I come around here because I keep leaning on my knee. It's not good. It's not good. And we got Soviet Strike. I don't understand why all Sega Saturn games didn't come in these big chunky cases. Ones that make them look like VHS tapes. But yeah, everyone knows that is. Top-down helicopter game. There's a lot in the Strike series. So, but yeah, I've never played the Saturn version. I doubt there's much different to it. We'll find out. I think I've got the PS1 version, so it's probably the same as that. And finally, I may have bought some more things off Eddie. Only 3 things. So, well, I bought 2, and one thing was his random chuck-in. He always does a random chuck-in of stuff. So he chucked in IREM, is it IREM? I can never pronounce it. IREM Arcade Classics, Japanese PS1. It's got 10-Yard Fight, Zippy Race, and is that Master Kung Fu, I think, on it, which is called something weird. In Japan, is it like... Oh, I can't remember. It's like Shaolin X or something weird like that. Oh, what is it? No, I can't remember what it's called, but it's something X. But yeah. Had to destroy a copy of a Darkness CD to get a nice case for that. Then, the 2 nice pieces from him. I mentioned last video when I picked up JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that there was another game there that I really wanted, but I left behind. And lo and behold, I get a message saying, I've got this if you're interested. I was told, I think by it was John Bunday who told me in the comments that there probably is a remaster of it coming, but when I had this offered to me, I couldn't say no. So we got Skies of Arcadia on the Dreamcast, which is in fantastic condition, complete, all the teeth. How nice this manual is. I'm dropping it. I'm going to break it, don't I? Look how nice that manual is. So yeah, it's a little RPG. I started this years ago and never got very far with it. I think I got rid of my Dreamcast pretty much not long after getting this. And I've never picked up the GameCube version, so I'll have to play this. I'm going to mess around with my system, well, my setup though, because apparently this does not work through VGA, so I need to dig out some different cables to play this, but I'm looking forward to it. And finally, a game which I never thought I would own. It's one I've always wanted to play, and it is increasingly difficult to come by. And when he said he had it, I needed it in my life. So back to eating noodles and stuff for a while. He did me a good deal on it. It's a Hell Knight on the PS1. It's a weird first-person horror game which had a really, really low release. I think it was Japan and Europe only, but like only like a few select countries in Europe. I'm guessing it had a UK release going by this, but you never know. This could have been one that was. So it's all in English on the back. So, but yeah, it's not your. Oh, it's about. I think you start in a. I'm trying to remember what I've seen about it ages ago. Something like you're in a crash or something, and you run from a monster, and you end up in like either a subway or a disused like tunnel system underneath Japan. And it's like one of the first games where there's no combat and you have to run from enemies and things. But I think it's only one enemy that stalks you round. I don't know, but it's got like puzzles and stuff and a weird like companion mechanic to it. It's just one that every time I've ever seen anything about it, I've always wanted to play it. Which is odd because I don't usually like games where you run from everything and you can't fight back. But it's supposed to be a surprisingly good, but at the same time really shit game. Yeah, it's Atlas and Konami, so bit weird, isn't it? The back, to be honest, has a very Silent Hilly vibe to it. But yeah, it is complete. I'm happy to have this. I'm looking forward to this. This might be one that I stream. I don't know. I just really want to play it. So yeah, that is everything, I think, that I've picked up over the last month. It's got to be about a month. I don't know, this video may go in the fucking recycle bin in a minute, because I don't know if I'm going to put it out with all this black thing every time it goes dark. But I'll watch it back and have a look. Hopefully it's alright. Yeah, that was a very waffly video. Thank you to everyone who sent me things and helped me out with stuff. I will put links to everybody's channels who are mentioned in the description below. And yeah, all I've got left to say is thank you for watching. Gonna bugger off now. Have fun.